How would you like to gather using your serger? Now, without anything special, you can gather just a single layer of fabric and get it from a super long length down to like half the distance. That's if your fabric is a lightweight fabric. Cottons, linens would be about the most that I'd want to do for weight, but anything lighter than that, tools, satins, oh, they are going to gather beautifully. Here's what you're going to do. Start off by lengthening your stitch length all the way to 4. Then increase the differential feed to 2. Remember, that's going to take the front feed dogs and move the fabric twice as fast to the needle. Now I'm going to do this in a couple steps because there's one more thing I sometimes suggest. I'm going to take a sampling and see, oh, it's gathering a little bit, but not a lot. As soon as you start to increase the needle size or needle tensions, let's go ahead and take those up a notch, you will get more gathers. And I'm going to go ahead and take those all the way up. Another thing you can do is put your finger behind the presser foot and kind of stifle the fabric from coming out. When there's too much, you can let it loose and then let the rest come on out. So let's take a look at how we're doing here. But it sure beats having to do that by hand and sewing 2 rows of stitches and pulling the thread. Serger will do it for you. So I think with the needle tensions increased, I'm about a 2-to-1 ratio down here. So I'm going to go ahead and take our fabric for the little serger pillow we're doing and go ahead and run this through. Now remember, we did the rolled hem first, so that makes gathering it is really easy. Plus we don't have to come back later and try to, if you try to do the decorative edge after you've gathered it, it's not fun at all. So I'm going to put my fingers kind of right behind here. Also, I want to make sure that I don't leave a lot of weight hanging down in front of me. So I'm going to kind of pull all the fabric up on my lap, and then we're just going to run this through. Just a regular 4 thread is what we're using here. Ooh, I love the way that is gathering up. Even from cotton to cotton, there's going to be sometimes, I've had some cotton fabrics that have so much print on them, they're painted, that they do not work well through this. But if you do want to do gathering, that is from one layer of fabric is gathered to a base layer, that is where the gathering attachment comes in, or gathering foot, and that is optional, and that's actually my favorite. You can do both single layers without so much tension adjustment, as well as sewing them together all in one step, and that it makes it completely finished because there's no extra going back and overlocking edges or sewing them together. It's done all at once. So little girls, ruffled skirts, curtains, dust ruffles, super, super easy. All right, I am liking the way this is going. Just get all the way to the end here. We took 2 lengths of fabric, the width of the fabric, and sewed them together. So that was just 88 inches, 44 times 2, all the way gathered, and now we're ready to put that around the outside of our serger pillow we're doing, a pillow we are creating completely on the serger.